So for those unfortunate enough to be following me over on that short format content platform, the one that they plan on possibly ending here in the next month or so, it'll come as no surprise that I'm currently starting work on a new project. Recently, I've become enthralled with Forbidden Lands. This was a game that was brought to me a couple of years ago. It was run by somebody who was more used to running Dungeons and Dragons. So it wasn't run properly, and I didn't see the point in the beauty in the game and the system, but now I do. I've been testing it out, I've been running a lot of permutations, and I have been looking at what I like and what I don't like about the system, where I might be able to make some tweaks through playtesting and everything. So I'm going to be going ahead and working on that. I've got everything set up to start doing that, and I want to share some of that process with you folks here. I've already taken a look at Reforged Power and a solo guide that's still in beta, available on DriveThruRPG. If you have other favorite mods that you've seen for the Year Zero engine by Free League Publishing, or specifically Forbidden Lands, please let me know down there in the comments. So when it comes to tweaking or modding or hacking or homebrewing a system, there's a lot of questions as to why. If it doesn't do what you want it to do, why not find one that has everything that you want it to do? Well, the reality is that a lot of systems come very close, and there's just one or two things that could be modified to be perfectly fit to what I'm looking for. That's not always the case, but in this case, it is. And specifically, Forbidden Lands is closely aligned to some lore and some things I wanted to run a specific game, and Dungeons and Dragons and Pathfinder, I could have done it in those, but they fell short. They weren't in the same vein of what I needed for the game I wanted to run. Forbidden Lands came really close, especially considering the game was designed to fit a lore that was similar to a lore that I was working on, a world I was building. I liked the dice system. I like the mechanics. There are several things I do like. I could look at going, okay, well, maybe I just homebrew an entire system. But the reality is all the bits and pieces are already there. Why spend the time on trying to reinvent the wheel? If I had something more unique and something that strayed further from the path, that might be a reason to design a whole new system. The other thing is, this is something that I'm looking at publishing. There's already a built-in fan base here, and I see no reason why not to take advantage of that. Free League Press has released a lot of their content to go be used with a community publishing guidelines, similar to OGL and things like that, but different. So why not leverage what's already there? It'll be a faster and perhaps easier transition. It'll also be something that there's people out there familiar with the system, so getting feedback from those individuals who've been playing for years is going to become very useful. So I invite you all to come along with the journey. I'm going to be posting some things as I'm working on it, so you can kind of get a peek behind the scenes. And your feedback is always welcome. So until I see you again, remember to be well, be safe, and be awesome, both to yourself and one another.